The scene from Sleepy Hollow. The sun was setting behind the quiet village, casting long shadows over the cobblestone streets. A young boy named Sam stood outside a small, run-down house, shivering in the cold. His clothes were torn, his shoes barely held together, and his stomach ached from hunger. He knocked on the door hesitantly, hoping for an answer. Inside, his mother lay on a thin mattress, her breathing weak. She had been sick for weeks, but they had no money for medicine. Sam clenched his fists, his heart pounding. He had to do something, anything. But what? Desperation drove him to the village market. He watched as people laughed, bought food, and carried bags full of things he could only dream of. His hands trembled as he reached for an apple from a fruit stand. Just as he was about to grab it, a firm hand gripped his wrist. He froze. The vendor, a stern-looking man, glared at him. "Stealing, huh?" The man's voice was cold. "You think that's the way to survive?" Sam felt tears well up in his eyes, but before he could answer, an old man stepped forward. "Let the boy go," the old man said gently. His name was Walter, known in the village as a wise and kind-hearted soul. "Come with me, boy," he said, and Sam followed, unsure if this was a blessing or another cruel twist of fate. Walter took him to a small house by the river, where he gave Sam a warm meal. As Sam ate, Walter watched him carefully. "Tell me, why were you stealing?" Walter asked. Sam hesitated, then told him everything. His sick mother, their empty cupboards, his helplessness. Walter listened patiently. Then, Walter did something unexpected. He took Sam to his backyard, where a large pile of firewood sat. "If you want to help your mother, you must learn to work for it," Walter said. He handed Sam an axe. "Chop this wood, and I will pay you." Sam hesitated. His arms were weak, and he had never done such work before. But he had no choice. He gritted his teeth and swung the axe. It was hard. His hands blistered, his body ached, but he kept going. Days passed. Sam worked tirelessly, chopping wood, running errands, doing whatever Walter asked. In return, Walter gave him money, food, and, more importantly, guidance. "Hardship is a test," Walter told him one evening. "You can choose to surrender to it, or you can fight and become stronger." Sam listened, absorbing every word. Slowly, he saved enough money to buy his mother's medicine. He no longer needed to steal. Months later, something incredible happened. The villagers began to notice Sam's determination. A merchant offered him a stable job. The blacksmith taught him skills. Slowly, Sam and his mother's life changed. One day, Sam stood outside his small but repaired home, watching his mother smile for the first time in years. He realized something. Walter hadn't just helped him survive, he had given him dignity, purpose, and the strength to face life's struggles. Years later, Sam became a successful man, helping others just as Walter had helped him. One day, he visited Walter's grave, tears in his eyes. "Thank you," he whispered. He had once been a desperate boy, ready to steal just to survive. But Walter had taught him the greatest lesson. Strength is not given, it is earned. No matter how hard life gets, never give up. Hard work, patience, and kindness will always lead you to a better future.